There we Hello, good morning. I'm Spike, and welcome back to the X-Officina channel. Here we are in March. It is the 6th of March. It's a Friday, and it's been a full week of me now being well. And cogent, no stuff on the chest, no crap in the nose, no problems with my vision, no problems with my balance or anything like that. So I thought, whilst I am well enough before the weekend, and I get scheduling back on track, I thought I'd give you just a quick update to let everyone know that I am now well. Everyone else in the household is well. My daughter is well. This past week's been a bit of a litmus test just to make sure that everything is stable. And again, technologically working with the computers and the programs that are old and ancient and all the rest of it. And I've just been trying to get back into the flow of certain things, IRL, but also just to make sure I'm prepping for things for coming back. Now, I know I said that the last time I did a quick update video, I'd be coming back. I went to and then immediately ended up getting so ill that I nearly needed to be put into hospital. I ended up with whatever was going around, chesty cough, seasonal flu or whatever. It really took its toll on me. I think it was the third or fourth day. I literally couldn't breathe. My lungs had filled with fluid that I couldn't shift. And for 2 days, for 48 hours, there was a real possibility that I was going to end up in A&E because it was that bad. But I soldiered through it, managed to clear the crap out of my lungs myself. And then it was like a week and a half of trying to overcome it without passing it on to anyone else. That's occurred, that's happened, that's fine. But my God, was it a horrible illness to deal with. Whatever was floating around, not great at all. And actually quite terrifying and scary. So, I now know what it feels like to, at least in some ways, partially drown in the fluid of your own lungs. I don't know whether it was like pneumonia or whether it was just what was going around, and it was just a really vicious flu or chest infection. But in any case, it was not very pleasant to deal with, and at one point, hospitalization was looking a very, very real possibility. As a result, I've taken time off to sort of reflect on that and get better and decide what to do when it comes to streaming and the gaming space and moving forward from here. And during that time, it's just like, you know what, just get better. Just get better. Don't tank everything. Don't shut everything down. Just leave it as it is and then come back when you're ready. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back when I'm ready. That should hopefully be after this weekend. Now, I know I said that the last time that I was on here, but I wasn't expecting to have my lungs filled with fluid and then obviously end up as ill as I was at the time. But the worst is behind us, hopefully, for the rest of this year. And I can now crack on. So, short update, quick update. That's what's been going on. That's why I've not been around. That's why when I said I was ill, I was ill. I was very ill. But just to let everyone know, all of the lovely people who do tune in, who are probably wondering where I've been at, wondering why the notifications that I've not gone live have coming up on your phone, on your screens, on your computer, whatever. That's the reason why I've not been streaming. I've also been a little bit busy in the background through this past week, just reorganizing things and rescheduling things, because obviously the first couple of months of this year, it's also cost me income. It's cost me work, both actual incomes, revenue stream, and volunteer work when it comes to the mental health and neurodivergent stuff. So not been particularly happy about that. And it's excuse me, it has kind of stunted the growth of the projects that I've got going on in my local area, which is a little bit annoying, because it strains some of the relationships there. But hopefully I can get those back on track. But the important stuff, the stream, I say the important stuff, the main content creation of gaming streams, and obviously the self-taught Japanese docu-series, that is going to continue from Monday onwards. So if everyone would like to make the date known, that the 9th of March, Monday the 9th of March, after this weekend, I shall be returning. I shall be getting back into the Unit 4 self-taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone. That will be going straight back up. Live recorded, live stream, live video. That will be going up on the 9th. And throughout next week, I am really going to try and start, like I've mentioned before, game streaming again. I haven't decided what games I'm going to stream. Probably start with something simple like Rocket League, and go from there. I do want to get back into Star Citizen, but I know, I'm aware of there being some issues with the recent update. Both server side, driver side, there's some real issues. I'm lucky that it seems to only be affecting NVIDIA players, and I'm an AMD user, so that might be a possibility to get back into there. But obviously, again, it will take a little while to get back used to all the controls and all of the game loops and such like. Plus, I also need to inter my new ship, and get that up and running, since I bought it last year, and I've still not played the game since there were issues with updates last year when I purchased the ship, and I've just sort of let it sit for 6 to 9 months. I'm also on Skate. I'm hoping to team up with a good friend, AJ, who I used to game with on GTA Online on the PlayStation. I did a lot of our gaming sessions on the PlayStation, but that was back when I couldn't stream because I didn't have an Elgato card or any stream capturing device at the time. So I couldn't do stuff there. But I'm hoping to now get back onto his community like we were doing before, because it was basically a right-hand man for him for GTA and the CCM over there. So I'm hoping that something similar can happen with Skate. I just need to get good enough at Skate, basically. I don't play the game often enough. But that is a true possibility. So I'm hoping that through next week, like I say, again, there'll be opportunities for me to stream games. I'm just hoping that I'll be able to do so once I've started getting the self-taught Japanese stuff in Rosetta Stone out of there. I'm also going to be looking at doing a series where I'm hoping to obviously start up with Arc Raiders again. But I have quite a fair few games that I've transferred from PlayStation to PC that I've been meaning to play through since they came out and never got around to it. And it's old games like Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, Generation Zero, Steep, Riders Republic, all these types of games. And then I've obviously got some sandbox strategy stuff like Stellaris, Europa Universalis, City Skylines 1 and 2, your Path of Exile. I love a bit of Brotato as well. So I'm hoping that I can bring some variety to my channel when it comes to the gaming space and start doing some gaming streams. But I'm going to have to do it in the evenings. I'm going to have to pick up and see how it goes. I want that to be quite casual. Oh, what else is there? My seasonal affective disorder is kicking in a little bit, hence the yawning. I think I've narrowed down what that is, particularly now that we're coming up to slightly better weather here in the Northern Hemisphere. And also coming up closer, or getting closer to when the clocks get changed again, obviously. So I am likely to get more energized and be laying off being ill, hopefully. for the most part when it comes to streaming and this channel. Also, finally, just to let everyone know, there has been a potential opportunity for joining a established metalcore band in the local area that are doing pretty well regionally and nationally. So I've been hard at work learning their material, and regular once a month Sundays doing gigs in my local town has restarted, and I'm throwing myself back into that. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to start sharing some of the music that I do. First off, it will just be guitar covers as per the YouTube channel. But I'm hoping to bring that onto weekends, live stream sessions of me just noodling around and covering some songs. So even if Twitch doesn't allow it, those live streams will go out. So if you catch me, you'll see me playing along live to some classic hits, some classic tunes, and those videos will then hopefully be getting used to showcase on YouTube. So that's the current plan. That's how things are going at the moment. I'm glad that I'm now well enough to be able to stream. I just thought I'd do a quick update to everyone who's watching, who's probably wondering where I am, wondering why I've not put anything out for a while, and to obviously try and keep the numbers going, because February was pretty brassic when it came to streams and numbers. And just to let everyone know where I am, I've not disappeared, I've not died, but I could have come close. I suppose it was a very harrowing experience. But yeah, just to let everyone know where I'm at, that I am still here, I am now well, and streaming shall recommence on the 9th, on March, Monday the 9th. So just after this weekend. So if you'd like to tune in, that'd be fantastic. The times that I will be doing this will be the usual times, somewhere in between 9:30 and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, UK time, GMT. So we will see how that goes. Hopefully I can be on the pulse and on the ball and get those videos out, or the live streams up and running as early as possible, hopefully prior to 10 o'clock. Just depends how the school run goes in the morning and how setup goes when I get back from like 9:10 onwards. So that's where we're at. Oh, also finally, Saturdays I will be unavailable, because my plan is this year to catch up with Benubis TV. Good old Benji, love you Benji, mate. Big supporter of the channel and myself, and likewise vice versa. But we are looking at being intensive when it comes to going out on the golf course on the Saturdays, and because we have a goal to try and get around a couple of our local golf courses, one of which hopefully towards the very end of the season we'll be able to give it a go, maybe instead of just using their driving range, and try and complete the amateur PGA course they have there. So we're getting a lot of practice in a couple of the courses around here, one of which is a free to go round links course. It's only like 8 or 9 holes, but that's what I'm going to be doing Saturday if the weather holds out. It may look sunny out of this window, but it is actually quite grey and overcast today compared to yesterday, where it was actually quite nice and touching like 15-16 degrees. Today pretty chilly, probably barely even double figures, and grey and overcast as well. Looks like it's going to rain actually. So yeah, that's the update. That's what's been going on. That's what the plans are. That's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Feeling my more usual self, and hoping to get back to it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being patient with me and my channel. I much appreciate the support. As always, like, follow, share, and subscribe. You can find me here on Twitch at twitch.tv/xofficina, or here on YouTube at youtube.com/xofficina, depending on where you are watching this video. Your support is very much appreciated. I'm thankful that you put in the time and effort to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and to keep tabs on my channel and come and see my live streams and videos. It means the world to me. It helps support me and my daughter, and hopefully I'll be able to start raising awareness of mental health and the neurodivergent stuff that I do, not just the things that I do like musically or creatively with the content, but also raising awareness of what my real goals and intentions are, which is to heighten and bring awareness to mental health and neurodivergence, particularly things like autism. So that's close to my heart with my daughter, and bipolar OCD, PTSD, seasonal affective disorder for myself, as well as a swathe of others with the work that I do outside of these four walls. Right, that's me done rambling for this morning. I hope you've enjoyed this video update and it's given you a bit of an insight as to why I've been away. That's it pretty much from me. I hope that you take care and look after yourselves. And as always, take care, stay safe, keep sane, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.